Hey, everybody. This is Kevin T. Robertson, CEO of Speaker Focus, coming to you live and direct on the Monday Q&A call, answering any and all questions with my man with the plan, Mr. Auston Troyer, CTO of Speaker Focus. We are ready to get down with the Monday group call. Any and every question that you may have, let's do it. Hey, Tacey, happy Monday to you. I see everybody is falling into formation, sending shout outs. God, this is a beautiful feeling of being in the springtime and taking your goals to a whole nother level. And, you know, hey, Alex, always, man, always here to help you guys to clarify things. And without a doubt, I'm very proud of your progress. You know, even high level business professionals, what I learned is that everybody's looking for the slight edge advantage, and everybody's looking to grow. And I'm no different. I'm looking to grow my business every single day, just like all of you. And in order to do that successfully, you need to be accessing the right kind of information. And it's sad that a lot of times that we have the information sometimes right up under our nose and we don't utilize it. A lot of times, what this is all about is being able to, not only access the right kind of information, but it's also about you accessing the information and then putting it to good use. A lot of people have information that they have access to, but they don't know how to act on it. And one thing that we say over and over again on this platform is that they always say, knowledge is power, or applied knowledge is even more powerful. It doesn't do you any good, and you got all the access to all these resources, but you don't know what to do with them. A lot of times what it really boils down to is people get trapped into their old habits. They get trapped into their bad habits, a lot of habits that are unproductive. So what happens is that I practice this every single day. What I feel like I know of where I am on this level, it's not enough to get me to the next level. Not what I know by myself. So therefore I have to acquire new knowledge. I have to pay for training. I have to sign up for this mastermind. I have to take this course. I have to take this particular training program. And I've done that repeatedly over a 30-year period. I've taken over 276. I believe it's around that amount, give or take a few, but it's right up around that amount of trainings that I've taken, just to be able to work on myself, both personally and professionally. I'm talking about paid trainings. You can't be afraid to make the investment in yourself. And anytime you hit a wall, it means, and watch this, anytime you hit the wall and you can't get over the wall, it's all because you don't have the right kind of resources. Because I can guarantee you, I don't make promises, I make guarantees. When you acquire the right kind of resources, then the bottom line is you are going to be able to hurdle over top of your obstacles, tunnel under them, go around, or flat out break down your barricades. That's what the situation is. Now, if you want to stay stuck, then you got to stay with what you know. This is a general rule of thumb that I stick with. If I want to stay stuck, in other words, if I'm not interested in advancing, moving forward, other than where I am right now, and a lot of you, maybe you're in a good position, but getting comfortable in that position is no way to live. You have to constantly be pushing the envelope. You have to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. What does that mean? Everybody says it. Oh, you got to become comfortable being uncomfortable. What does that mean? That means that the shit that you're going through every single day, you're sacrificing, all of it doesn't feel good. I'd be lying to you if I told you that it wasn't, but that's not my job. My job is not to feed you some line of shit. My job is to tell it to you like it is. And if you're real comfortable, and I know it's not supposed to hurt and be painful all the time, but you got to front load your projects with working on your speaker goals. You have to front load that with an investment of time, energy, money, and resources. So what do? Anytime I don't know something, I go get some new information. I'm looking for mentorship. I'm looking for people that do it on a higher level so I don't have to do any guesswork. I don't have time for that shit. I want the answers. And if I have to pay for the answers, then so be it. But a lot of you pay for the answers You get the knowledge and you still don't do anything with it. Well, whose fault is that? Sometimes we gotta point the finger at ourselves. Like these are questions. Before I point the finger at somebody else, I ask this about to myself every single day. Sometimes I say, Kevin, what the hell are you doing? Right? Like, are you moving this thing as fast as you feel like it should go? Everybody has their off days. Get past the guilt and the frustration. If you're not doing anything, you should feel bad about growing your business. If you're taking action every single day, you should feel good about that. Because there's somebody else that's always outworking you, and then somebody else is not doing anything. All they're doing is talking about what they want to do. They're not doing anything to really grow their speaker business. And if you are, good for you. Take action. This ain't no damn dress rehearsal. You better start making moves and make them fast. Because the clock is ticking on everybody. All what's happening is you're getting older. All what's happening is your hair is getting grayer. All what's happening is, in some regards, we get more mature. But there's no excuse for not learning and acquiring knowledge and then putting it to use. So remember, if anybody has the raise hand feature, I'll be more than happy to answer some questions. If you feel like you don't have a lot of questions tonight, we can keep the call short. I don't see anybody in the chat. So let me impart some more of KTR knowledge your way. Because if you don't seem to understand what's going on in the world that we live in. Okay, Munya. All right, Munya has his hand raised. Let me go ahead and tackle that question. Okay, Munya, you should be live, brother. Talk to me.
Yes, it's not a question, but I just want to find out if you received my assignment, which I submitted last week, Sunday.
Yes, Munya, I replied to your email. If you didn't get it, I apologize. But I told you to resend me your homework assignment on the second iteration of me checking your signature programs. I needed you to send it over to me in a Word doc because I couldn't read what you sent me prior to. I saw the first one in the Google Doc, but I need you to resend it to me with you made changes to it, correct?
Yeah, I made the changes to what you have actually recommended me to do it. That's the one which I did on Sunday.
I believe I replied to that, or I asked you to send me because I couldn't see the changes that you sent me. I know I sent you a reply. So send me over what you have right now. I'll look at the email chain of what I sent, and I'll give you the updated version because obviously we need to get on the same page.
All right. No, I'll do that. Thank you so much.
No problem, brother. I got you covered. You doing okay other than that?
I'm working on something. I know I should be fine.
Okay, good. All right. Well, keep me posted on what's going on, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, boss.
Good.
All right, let me see. Let me lower Munya's hand. Oh, let me mute him. Norma, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Galena, I'll be right with you after Norma asks her question. I saw Galena's hand up. She's next. All right, go ahead, Norma. How are you today?
I'm fine. Can you see me?
Yes, I see. Well, no, I don't see you.
Okay, good, because you said something about gray hair. So wait a minute, is he looking at me? But anyway.
I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad about their gray hairs. I got my own to deal with.
I wasn't feeling bad. I was just laughing. I said,
okay, all right, no problem.
I'm in the kitchen cooking while I'm doing this too.
Okay,
but anyway, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
I went to a music store the other day, looking at microphones and things like that.
Okay.
And they had different kinds. And what type have you discovered? I mean, have you talked about the type of equipment that we need? Because I looked at microphones and then I'm wondering, when we go to speak, would the speaker have everything that we need, the sound system and everything, or do we need to have our own?
Well, I got in the habit of taking my own handheld if I'm doing a keynote speech. You know, I used to use an Audio Technica back in the day. Then I used a Sennheiser. I mean, these are all brands that are pretty high quality in the business, but it's all a preference, to be honest with you. When you go speak the majority of the time, you're not going to need to worry about any of that if it's a quality venue. Now, I've done speaking engagements before at high schools in an auditorium, and the sound system was horrible. I mean, I just had to cut the microphone off because it was old school. I mean, listen, that kind of stuff tears your voice up. So I would say, yeah, if you can make the investment, you don't necessarily have to do that up front, but you can make the investment in proper equipment if you wanted to, and then you could plug it into the house system. You would, if you do take your own equipment, you need to do a sound check, which I always recommend that you do anyway, because I need to understand how my voice is going to sound, and I don't want any surprises when I jump on stage and start speaking. When they turn your power pack on, for instance, if you got a lavalier microphone on, I want to know that if I go to the bathroom, my microphone is not going to be on, which I've had that happen before. Like the audio person didn't turn the microphone on before I walked on stage, and you know, they could hear my conversation out in the lobby because he didn't cut it off. And it's like, hey, you know, hey man, I hear something in there. Oh, that was you. I forgot to cut your mic off. So just go to sound check. If you want to get your own microphone, you can do that. If you're booking the right kind of engagements, go to sound check, and all the audio in the house system should be on point. If it's not up to par, and by the way, Norma, that is in your speaker booking information packet. There is a minimum in the logistics area of your rider to your engagement agreement. There is a minimum audio, and there's a minimum audio and all the technical stuff requirement that you're going to be able to. There's a standard that you should have, and you're going to request that right there in the speaker booking information packet.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
You have any other questions?
Let me think. I sent you my video. I got your comments back. I sent another one last night. I think it was last night or Saturday night. I sent another one, and I'm kind of okay with that one, but I'm gonna do it again. But look at that one.
I haven't looked at the second one, but again, your vocal dynamics and the articulation and the presentation, even on the first one, was okay. You were just reading it off. Now what I need you to do, but that's okay. At least you sent something. So now on this one, what we got to do is just iterate off of the old version and just keep making it better. You got the examples of what the finished product looks like for the speaker video demo. You should put a lot of energy into creating that. Go over the checklist, find you somebody that's going to help you edit it. There are a lot of great resources out there that can help you edit. If you don't know people that can help you do it, it's so many students that are stuck on the speaker video demo. It's so many students that are stuck on the sales tools. You know why? Because it's uncomfortable. All of it feels uncomfortable. Norma, you got to get past feeling uncomfortable. You gotta like practice. You gotta like feeling uncomfortable. Because the reward waiting for you on the other side is massive if you could just get the work done.
Right. I'm not uncomfortable. I'm just watching myself and how I'm doing it. Now, another question.
Okay, wait, hold. Let's back up. Before the other question, what are you talking about? You're not uncomfortable. You're not uncomfortable enough. You should feel uncomfortable. If you're not, you're doing something wrong.
What I'm saying, no. What I mean is I like doing this, and I'm not uncomfortable to where my uncomfortableness is I'm not good enough yet. I'm still working on it until
that's you. That's you. You're saying you're not good enough. You're talking yourself out of it. I'm telling you.
No, I'm using the wrong words.
Listen to me. Marketing is me making you believe what I want you to believe. If you follow the system, I'm going to have you looking like one of the best speakers in the world. Forget about what you think about yourself. That ain't what this is about. You got to get the sales tools complete, Norma, and then to the marketplace, you're going to look amazing.
That wasn't what I was meaning. That's not what I meant. My second, let me tell you what my next question is, okay?
What is that?
Okay, mine would go to two different types of people. One to the event planner, and then another one, like on my website, or on my video, I'm talking to an average person at home or whatever that's going through breakup in their relationship. And then to the event planner where I speak at events. So should I have 2 different websites? With the one website that I have, does that suffice for both?
One website will do the trick. That's all you need is one site. Your messaging is going to cover everybody. Remember, all of your sales tools are going to be speaking directly to the target buyer of professional speaking services. Then once the target buyer hires you, then you're going to get in front of the target audience to share your message of healing and repair and mending broken hearts. You got it?
Okay, so my message in my video, that should be who am I speaking directly to? Am I speaking to the event planner?
Yes.
Because the way I'm doing it, I'm speaking to an audience.
Event planner. You're speaking to the event planner. You should have value in your messaging, speaking to the event planner. All the key takeaways to your signature programs that are outstanding, by the way. You're going to help them achieve their desired outcomes and their learning objectives. Norma, understand this. The conference coordinator, meeting and event planner is the gatekeeper. They are not going to give you the key to unlock the gate and have you come in to do your thing unless you can get past them first. So all of your marketing language that we're teaching you on this platform is forget about the audience. The conference coordinator is not going to give you permission to get in front of the audience unless you can get past them first. Everything I'm saying to you about feeling uncomfortable, getting out of your own way, stop self-deprecating, thinking about how you feel about yourself speaking, and just get more uncomfortable and finish the speaker video demo, finish the speaker info kit, and finish the website. That's all I care about right now. When are you going to get that done? How much effort and energy are you going to put into that? Because that's what's going to sell you. The sales tools do all the talking. You got any other question? I got some people waiting in the queue.
Okay, now I have a book, and the book is for the person, people who are maybe not at work, who's going through things right now, where they can get the book on Amazon.
Okay.
So in my messaging and with the video, and they can go and look at my website, I'm trying to figure out how, that's why I'm asking the question, because there's this person who's not in corporate America who may hear me speak somewhere, on the video, because they're looking for something that'll help them with what they're going through. And they hear me, but they won't be able to go to anything that I'm doing, but they can get the book. So how do I message it? Because what my homework that I just sent you, I listened to it again, and that's for the individual person. So I'm gonna do another one that's gonna be to the event coordinator. You understand?
Yes. Well, your book has a different kind of strategy. That would be more of a back-end strategy. We call it BOR, back of the room sales. Obviously, when you finish speaking, you're going to be able to have the book that they can take home. If people want to go to Amazon to purchase your book, that's a whole nother different sales funnel. That's a whole different marketing strategy. Could you have the book on your website as an item to purchase? Of course you can.
Oh, no, I know it's already there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, listen, remember, the conference coordinator can even purchase the book. It's 3 different budgets that they have. They have the continuous education budget, where when you're speaking, you can say, hey, listen, is there a continuous education budget? They'll be like, yes, Norma, why'd you ask? Well, I have a book out that's going to support my message that I'm going to deliver about mending broken hearts. Oh, that's great. We'll take 500 copies of it, Norma. Okay, you can give them a discount. That's one check you're going to get. Then you're going to get a travel and a check for the budget. I mean, you're going to get a budget for the travel and the accommodations. Sometimes they break that up as a separate budget. They don't give you that in your fee. And last but not least, they're going to give you the fee.
Okay, I'll stick with it. Okay, then I see what you mean.
Just keep it simple. Get the sales tools done. Give me a update, a detailed email, support@speakerfocus.com. Lay out your plan in the email, Norma, and then give me a timeline of when some of this stuff is going to be complete.
Okay, you got the one from Saturday. I just sent you another one.
I'll give you the update on your latest version of your that you just sent me. I'll give you that. I'll have that ready for you, released by tomorrow.
Okay, that's good. And then I'm gonna do it again anyway.
Exactly, and again, and again, and again.
Okay.
Until it's right. I care about the finished version. Keep practicing.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, Norman. Love you much. Talk to you soon.
All
right. Okay, Galena Patton. Ramon, please be patient. I am Galena. Let me Galena. Let's see. Hold on, Galena. I'll be right with you. I just gotta Galena, how are you?
Doing great.
Hey fam, what's going on?
Working hard.
I know that's right. I know you got some good updates for me. Talk to me.
Yeah, my question is, you had sent me a link for a video to watch for the Spicodemia video that I could show my videographer.
Yes.
From Robin, but he took that down. So we've done the first portion of the video, the conference room. We're set for Sunday to do the football field. But the videographer needs another video that he can watch as a sample so he can know exactly what he's doing to put it together.
I got some more. Okay, I got some more samples I could send you. Send me a support ticket or email, and I'll get you over. I need to bring that to Anthony's attention too. That his speaker video demo is down on his website, but I got plenty of other versions I can show you.
Okay, and then I've already spoke with Mo, so I'm getting him the information that he needs to get the website running, and looking for you.
Okay, good. Okay.
My other question, we're gonna get the YouTube channel up and running.
Okay.
With your topic for YouTube, not your topic, but like what your channel is gonna be called, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
Does that have to be specifically centered around whatever your headline is?
No,
like,
those are called social media handles. All of your social media handles, they should all match. Remember, Galena, this is all about the branding piece. Now, we want to make sure that all your branding is matched up the right way. And in order to do that, they want to be able to find David. And the easy way for them to find him is through all his social media handles. If all of them are the same, it just makes it easy. It all falls in alignment when people do a Google search on his name. The first thing people are going to do to find out information about you is they're going to do a Google search. And then they're going to look at his Instagram, public figure page on his Facebook. They're going all of the stuff. They're going to see that he won 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots. They're going to see all the teams he played for. They're going to see all of the professional experience that he has. They're going to go to the website. This is important because if you got your Twitter called one thing, and I see people do this all the time, and everything with me is Kevin T. Robertson. People are like, well, why you use your middle initial? Because I'm the only Kevin. No, it's 2 other Kevin T. Robertsons on the internet. They don't put the period behind their name. I think one of them is a real estate guy somewhere, and the other one is like a surfer kind of skateboard dude. But they don't really have a lot of content. When you type in Kevin, every famous Kevin in the world pops up. Kevin Hart, Kevin Bacon, all of the most popular Kevin. But when you put the T in there, Google knows exactly who you're looking for. And my last name pops up automatically when you put the T in there because my name is searched every single day, hundreds of times. So when his name is searched, yeah, some other David Pattons out there, but it's only one David Patton that's won 3 Super Bowl rings. There's only one David Patton that went to the university that he did. It's only one David Patton that does what he does. So all your social media handles need to match. Now, you could call it David Patton Speaks on all the social media, whatever. I just recommend all of them be the same. Am I making sense?
Yeah, that's right. I was getting ready to ask you that because we have David Patton Speaks is the website name. So we'll just use David Patton Speaks for everything.
Right. Now see, that makes sense because guess what? Now we're branded up. Now we're branded up all the way across the board, and they're gonna know exactly what David, when they put, watch this, they may type in David Patton, right? But I guarantee you, his search engine optimization is already one of the strongest out of a whole lot of other David Pattons out there. And you're gonna know exactly which one it is because you're looking for David Patton, the keynote speaker, the leadership speaker. There you go. And right there, you just, watch this, what you just did, Galena. You just created some market separation. Even if people do have your name, which a lot of you on our platform have a very popular name, even if they do, the conference coordinator is going to know exactly which one they find it. And the quicker they can locate it, and the way to locate it the fastest is through your social media handles. First of all, let me just share this with you. When you do a Google search, the top 10 that's going to show up every single time, guaranteed, is going to be your primary website. That's going to be number one. Sometimes it's your Instagram number one. All depends on how much activity you have. You're real active, they'll push it way to the top. Your LinkedIn is going to show up, and people are like, well, I don't want these other, I don't want to deal with this other social media. I'm telling you that the top links that's going to show up to substantiate your credibility as a speaker is LinkedIn, no, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. If you got a Twitter, that's going to show up on there as well. And your YouTube and any other pictures that you have. So that's why it's important for him producing content, excuse me, every single week about leadership. So when the conference coordinator goes there, the social media is just an excellent back-end piece to have it all set up the right way. So when they do go start digging around like they do on everybody, they're going to find all the social proof that they need to say that this man is a preeminent leadership speaker, and this is what he does. This is what he does this for real. Excuse me. This isn't talk. He has a lot of content on there. So, so Galena, tell me what you've been able to shoot thus far.
We've actually done everything in the conference room. So he spoke about the headline, and then I asked him like 2 questions apiece for each of the signature programs. And so he addressed each of those questions.
Nice.
We have all that done. And so I did it like that. And then we'll do the whole thing over at the football field. And then the videographer can merge them however we see fit to bring them all together.
Gotcha. But check this out. When you shoot it at the football field, ask them a different series of questions.
Okay.
Because we need as much variation as we can. And are you taking still pictures while even if it's from your phone? Every time he does something, you need to document.
Yeah. What we're doing now is he's had several different things where he's had even just doing a wedding or whatever. Anything he's been dressed up,
right? Or
had a microphone. I've been taking pictures. So we've been doing that. We've been at mountain scenery, so we taking pictures. So I'm getting all of that stuff together.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Outstanding job on the speaker info kit. It sounds like the speaker video demo is going in the right direction, and you're already working with Mo over at Esper Creations for the website. Is that correct?
Exactly.
You good to go? You need anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay. Tell Champ I'm gonna reach out to him very soon, probably this weekend, and I'm gonna catch up with him to get some one-on-one time with him. I need to talk to him about a couple of things. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, love you much. Great job. Talk to you real soon.
All right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we got some more success stories where people follow the formula. It's a beautiful thing. That's all you got to do is just keep your head down and do the work. Understand it's not going to happen overnight. But we got some people on our platform that, and I'm talking about, they are crushing it. I cannot wait to see. You talk about a proud father feeling. It's like when a dad looks at his son out there and they grow up, or your kid starts walking or something. They taking their first steps, and all of a sudden they get bigger and they grow up and they start doing a lot of things. Yeah, the kid's gonna make a whole lot of mistakes. Kid got to get yelled at 1,000 times a week sometimes. But it's called maturity, ladies and gentlemen. Ramon Roan, I can't wait to talk to my man. What's going on, Ramon? Hold on, I'm about to unmute you right now, brother. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate you. Let me see. Ramon, talk to me, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. What's going on, boss?
Oh, I can't complain. I did my my photos with the white background, and I'm working on those sales tools for the biography.
Yes.
Now I have 10. I got 10. A list of 10 people that could, I guess, make recommendations. But do they make recommendations tailored to the event planner, the event coordinator? That's my question.
Okay, Ramon, I apologize. The phone kind of broke up a little bit on my end. So can you ask that? Can you ask that one more time about the event coordinator?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do I have the 10 people that will write, that will write for me, as far as recommendations? Do I tailor those recommendations toward the event coordinator?
Yes. You talking about the testimonials that people are going to speak highly about your leadership skills, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yes. You definitely want to be able to cater those towards the event planner. But bro, if you just get people to talk about your character as being a leader, and a lot of people are like, okay, well, I haven't booked a lot of speaking engagements. Well, you don't necessarily need to get them from conference coordinators. You work with people that speak highly of your character. You have past client base. You have employees, you have supervisors, you have people that can speak highly of you. Okay. If you don't have at least 10 to 20 people that can speak highly about your character, you don't need to be doing nothing. But we don't have that problem with you, Ramon.
No, we don't have that problem. I think that. Oh yeah, the one more thing. My girlfriend was telling me that my Facebook, my social media posts, my personal page, they can be pretty pro-black. Is that a problem? Do I need to delete some? I need to tone things down?
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this. The first thing is, if you, my thing is, I have a rule: when in doubt, don't do it. Now, if you're clearly in the corporate and association space because you have a massive amount of experience over there. However, you have been wronged, and you were in litigation because you were discriminated against. So yeah, so obviously you have a lot of experience with knowing what it feels like firsthand for some type of injustice.
Right.
So are you qualified to put that stuff? Of course you are. Now, if your topics are leaning over there to support that, then damn it, be disruptive. Let me tell you something, Ramon. For people of color and women and minorities, until it's fair, you damn right we need people like you stepping up for us. It's not my topic, but I don't let people take a shit on me by no means just because of who I am. So my thing is, be as disruptive as possible until it starts messing up your money. Now let me put a cherry on top of it by saying this, and this is the reason why when I sent your comments about checking your homework for your signature programs, you were a little all over the place in the beginning, but now you got more focus. Remember, leadership is what pays the bills at the end of the day, Ramon. We're all leadership speakers.
Right.
I don't give a damn what kind of twist you want to put on it. At the end of the day, we're all leadership speakers. Right. That's what's going to get you through the door. I'm talking about, see, we all get trapped in our minds because people that don't understand conference coordinators, they try to guess what the conference coordinator wants. I'm not guessing about nothing. I know exactly what they want. And what they want to hire is a leadership speaker first. Then they want to hire you for your niche or your expertise. So watch this, Ramon. This is all I told you. The only thing I would respectfully request all of you stay away from, unless you are in the faith-based market. If you're in the youth market speaking to kids, I remember when I was a speaker back in the day, I forgot they took the prayers out of school. See, you young cats don't know nothing about that, but I remember when they took praying out of school. They took the Pledge of Allegiance. Ramon, am I making sense to you? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. I was there.
What kind of bullshit world do we live in where you can't even do the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I used to say that in elementary school every day.
Same here, every day.
Every single, they took it out. Now watch this. I remember I'm gonna go through every single market, and I am going to hit home for all of you listening, because you know I got to make it work for just more than you. But I want you to feel me on this, Ramon, because you can't do what you think. You don't know the conference coordinator like me. You gotta understand the right thing to put in front of their face so you can get the money. And it's all about creating the right kind of illusion through your sales tools. I don't care what you speak about. So watch this. So I remember when I did a speaking engagement for a high school one time, I thought the Pledge of Allegiance was still in school, and I had an auditorium full of 750 kids, and everybody had their head down, and I was leading them in a prayer. I didn't try to go all like Reverend Ike on nobody. But I just was like, it was a nice little spiritual prayer. It was real short, but every kid. Now watch this. The meeting planner comes over to me afterwards and say, Mr. Robertson, you realize that we don't have prayer in school anymore, right? I said, I sure forgot about it. He said, you wasn't supposed to do that because that doesn't fit into our guidelines, policies, and procedures. So you know what I'm thinking? The next time I go speak at a school, I'm not going to do that anymore, because what we've done, Ramon, is we've taken away a lot of these things that used to be instituted back in the day that actually made us better people. We've taken all that out. So you better understand your market. So all you gotta do is tell me one time, because what he said was, you're not supposed to do that. That means that they don't want me leading everybody in prayer because I got too much control. That's what they really say. Right. Second market, the faith-based market. Okay, you can talk about the Bible, you can quote Bible verses, you can talk scripture, you can talk spirituality, you could be a Buddhist, you could be a Methodist. I don't care who you are. Do it in the faith-based market if you gotta talk about religion. That's the only market where you have full autonomy to talk about that. You're gonna build signature pro. We got people in our coaching program that are of the cloth. Let me tell you something, we got them all. We got deacons, bishops, apostles, we got licensed ministers, pastors. Oh, we got them all. Prophets, we got them all. If you want to stay in the faith-based market, then make a faith-based message. Government contracting market. They don't want to hear nothing about religion and politics, period. They don't want to hear it because what it does is it divides your audience. Now, in the college market, it's like 4,000 plus colleges throughout the United States and U.S. Virgin Islands. That's just in the United States and U.S. Virgin Islands. We ain't even talking about the colleges overseas. Now you can get away with a disruptive topic like discrimination, as long as the talk is built around enhancing campus life. You could be a great speaker. I mean, Cornel West is a very disruptive professor. Okay, he has a great message. Cornel West, when he comes in to speak, he gonna shake some shit up and bring the pain. He's not worried about what he's posting on his social media, and he cutting like a knife. So you shouldn't either. As long as it supports your speaking topics, Ramon, I say keep doing it. Okay. Now, when you get to the corporate and association market, though, they pay the bigger fees. So let's say you could have a disruptive message about the discrimination. Somebody could ask you to come speak. Somebody could have you come speak at a lawyers convention or something, right? Somebody could ask you come speak about somebody that's protecting civil liberties. It's all kinds of ways you can fit in being disruptive because you've been discriminated against. Right. You can come speak about diversity. Right. You can come speak in corporate America about diversity. You can be as disruptive as you want. Just don't go overboard with the religion and the politics. That's all I'm saying. Right, got you. Your signature programs are leadership topics. That's what people want to know first. Now, you can spin your story of how you were discriminated against and bounce it off the leadership theme of why you came in to speak at the event. Does that make sense to you? That makes sense. Okay. You got any other questions? No, sir. That'll be it. Okay. Hey, did you send me did I send you back an iteration of your signature programs, or did you send it back over to me?
No, I have not received the last one I sent. I haven't received the consideration. No.
You didn't get any feedback from me from the last one that I sent you?
No, sir.
I'm sorry, the last one you sent me, I didn't give you feedback from that.
You have not given me feedback, no.
All right, you'll have that by tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
No, Ramon, hold up. You said,
Yo.
I remember, you said I think you'll feel good about the direction I'm going, and I cleaned it up a lot. Isn't that the email you sent me?
I did, but I did not get feedback though.
Okay, no, don't worry about it. And you know what? And it may be in a draft, and I didn't send it because I probably was tired. Look, if it's not, you'll have it by tomorrow morning. All right.
well, I hope I see less red. But go ahead.
Yeah, hey, Ramon. When you see less red, that means you almost got it right, baby.
Hope I see less red.
It's all good. Okay, everybody. Let me see. We gotta shut Ramon down.
Voting candidate within the first day. Right now.
Okay, let me see. Anybody else have any questions coming up? Oh man, I love the Q&As. I love it. Hey, thanks to everybody for putting some things in the chat box. I always love it when people have questions for me. Let me just check the chat box again real quick. Chat. I got 3 in the chat. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Let me know. Alex, I will do, if you're still on, I'll definitely let you know about scheduling the IG Live coming up. Well, we got to get that on the calendar this week without a doubt. Hold me accountable to that because I want to get that under my belt and out the way. Okay, let me see where it's done. Sweet. Okay, cool. All right, Alex. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to looking at the script this week about the sizzle reel. Definitely, I can't wait to hear that voiceover. That was a great idea. That I love the direction that we're going in for his speaker video demo. Just add that little bit of stuff in there, and it's good to go. Yep, he's getting all the highest profile testimonials need to go in the speaker info kit. Trying to tell you, that is what the conference coordinator, without a doubt, when she looks at your speaker info kit, she's going to get the whole picture. You can't hold anything back. I got some of my clients holding back celebrity pictures they got with celebrities, people that they used to work with. They're like, well, I didn't think that was relevant. What are you talking about? Of course it's relevant. It shows your association with another successful person. Success begets more success. All right, let me see. Question. Okay, all right, no problem. Still here. Okay, cool. All right, fine. Okay, we're doing at this point. Real. Okay, yes. Fonda, definitely. Your sales tools are gonna be wrapped up soon, so you should be practicing your signature programs out loud all the time, and you should be moving into module number 5 soon, which is where we teach you how to get the bookings. That's what you should be focusing on. So I'll send you an email of what the next steps look like as we're wrapping up the speaker info kit and we're wrapping up the website. What we need to do is you got to tell me what your plan is to put together your speaker video demo. That should be the primary focus right now. Speaker video demo, go into look at the checklist in the speaker toolkit. It's the speaker info. No, you don't need the speaker info kit checklist. You need the website checklist and also the speaker video demo checklist. Send me a reminder about it and I'll email it over to you to make it easy for you to be able to find it. So you have to focus on, send me some practice videos of your signature programs first. Just like I had to tell Norma. Norma had to get in that. She had to send me over a sample of her signature program so I could see if she has command over the content, which in your case, Fonda, you're a top executive at a nonprofit and you speak beautifully. So I'm not really concerned about that part with you, but you at least got to get in front of the camera and get it done. You produce pretty good content, but a lot of people are afraid to get in front of the camera because they overthinking it. They don't want to send me the video because they think I'm gonna say something about their signature programs. I'm just looking at it from the conference coordinator's perspective. If you don't sound sure of yourself about the topics that you're speaking about, then I'm not giving you my money. So that's what I'm checking for. Focus on the speaker video demo. Your other sales tools will be complete. It's still a whole lot of work to do because we got to get you to module 5 and teach you how to manage your relationship with the conference coordinator and build the speaker growth engine so you can start attracting these conference coordinators with predictability and consistency. And now that's when the bookings are going to start occurring. But we still got to finish building the machine out. You should be focusing all your energy on the speaker video demo right now, and then move to module number 5. That's what you should be doing. Fonda, let me know if you got that, or put it in the chat that you got it, or either raise your hand and confirm that you got it. Just let me know that you heard that. All right, let me see. All right, anybody else have any more questions? I'll be more than happy to help you. Let me go back to participants and see who has their hand raised. All right, let me go back to the, anybody else? Am I missing anything? Yes, no, maybe. Angela Irwin. Angela, if you're there, could you acknowledge me if you're there, Angela? I took the mute off. Angela Irwin, are you still there? Angela going once, going twice. Okay. I'm at to send her a message. Angela, you there? Angela? Angela, is that you out here?
Hello?
Okay, who is that I'm listening to?
Hey, it's Angela.
Oh, hey. Hey, Angela. Hey. Hey, listen, Angela. I thought we had a your onboarding session scheduled, and I don't remember talking to you. I think something happened. I just wanted to make sure you were okay and you hit the ground running with your first assignment.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm not sure when we had, you're right. We did have a session scheduled. I know I scheduled it. I'm not sure when it was, but
yeah, it was last week, and I got on the session, but you didn't show up. I just wanted to make sure that, are you diving into your signature programs, and are you going through everything okay? Did you have any questions?
I am going through everything. There's a lot of information, which is great.
Yeah.
That's a lot of information. So I appreciate that. I really appreciate these weekly calls, even though it's midnight for me when we start. But it's really helpful just to hear people, hear you talking, hear other people discussing. So that's really helpful.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I sure appreciate you being up at midnight in France and talking to us on the call. And we're people like you make the coaching platform better every time they join. And you did an amazing TED Talk, but what it shows me is that where you are as a professional, and you want to take it to a whole nother level. And this is why we're here. And I appreciate the kind words that you said about the platform. This is why this is special, and why you invested your money in us. And because exactly what you're getting from me every Monday is what you're always going to get out of me. What you got on me before you even signed up for the coaching program is a level of authenticity. And you can thank my mother for this, because this is the only way I know how to talk. I'd rather tell it to you like it is, and we figure out how to a way to make you the best version of yourself that you want to be, and provide the support for you to do that. So we already know you're an amazing speaker, and you're going to be even more amazing when you cycle through all of the programs. Now, Angela, let me ask you this, unless you got another question. So what's the timeline on you filling out the signature program template and sending it back over to me so we can take your message into a whole nother level? When you think you'll be able to have that done?
That's a great question. I am having a little bit of trouble, although that we spoke about this from the very first
right.
From the very first time before I even signed up with you, is having 4 signature programs.
Correct.
I'm struggling a little bit with what would 4 topics be.
Okay, well watch this. Do you want to address it here, or you want to just send me an email with what you're struggling with? Because I help you fix it right now.
Okay.
I'll clarify for it right now. So what are you? This is a very Very typical problem that every new student has on the Speaker Focus platform. So you tell me what you're struggling with, and then I'm going to ask you some very specific questions to narrow down the target audience, target market, target buyer, and then we'll get to who the message is going to, and then we can start finalizing everything. And then you have more clarity before we even get off the group call. And we're not rushing. You take your time. Talk to me.
Okay, that would be amazing. I'm not sure that I have 4 differentiating topics.
All right, I don't need you to have 4. I don't need you to have 4. What I need to know is what you want to speak about.
Okay.
Watch this. Listen to the question carefully. What is the, remember I asked you this question when we talk first. What is the one thing that you want me to walk away with after I hear you speak? What is the biggest takeaway that's going to have the biggest impact on my life? What is that?
The topic that you came up with the very first time we spoke, like briefly, and I mean very, very briefly, you said something around internal leadership. So I talk about confidence, creating confidence, being confident, being you, and yeah, I'm just not sure how to differentiate those into multiple different topics, if that makes sense.
All right. Well, okay. Well, check this out. First of all, the topic is leadership. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The topic is leadership. Leadership is the most requested and bookable topic at conferences, corporate meetings, and events worldwide. It is number 1. It's the most requested topic, period. We all are leadership speakers, Angela. We're all putting our different spin on it. So you need to understand, you're telling me you don't have 4 different topics. You don't need 4 topics. See, we have to understand, we have to verbalize the proper terminology when we're talking to the conference coordinator. The conference coordinator speaks a different kind of language. Very, very, very unique, like an attorney speaks a different kind of language. Like the entertainment business has their own language. Speaking, we have our own vernacular. Now, if you're not speaking my language, then when your signature programs run across my desk, then I don't really understand you. Angela, how many languages do you know how to speak?
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
I said, how many languages do you speak?
2.
Okay.
Barely.
So
a little bit of French.
You speak a little bit of French because you have to for your job. I got it. Okay. So now, when you first learn how to speak French, then, obviously it was a little bit difficult.
Yes.
But when they say music is a universal language, when I interviewed the lady that sings I Will Survive, the hit song I Will Survive. Oh, what is her name? I cannot believe it's escaping me right now.
I can
Donna
hear
Summer.
the lyrics. I can hear the lyrics. I can't put the name to it either. Oh my gosh, I was fine.
Yeah, exactly. I can't believe I did that. She was so nice to me when I interviewed her. Anyway, I asked her a question when I interviewed her, and I said, how does it feel when you go to a different country and they can sing every single lyric? She said, wow. She said, nobody's ever asked me that before. She said, well, if I'm in Brazil, Gloria Gaynor. Thank you, Alex. Yes, I knew somebody's gonna get it. Gloria Gaynor. So yes, she's going. Yes, Miss Tina Marie. Everybody's jumping in now. Thank you, all you music buffs. So when I interviewed Gloria Gaynor, Miss Gaynor told me, she said, if I'm in Brazil, or if I'm in Russia, she said I've been all over the world multiple times, and she said it freaks me out every single time they say those lyrics in English, and they can't speak a lick of English, but they can sing the song. You have to speak to me if I'm the conference coordinator, Angela, like you are speaking to me in a universal language. So leadership to a conference coordinator is like music. It's beautiful. Do you understand?
Okay. Yes,
So,
I do.
so your terminology is incorrect. you're not speaking about 4 different topics. What you're doing is you're coming up with 4 leadership programs. See, this is what they are. Your speaking topics are the leadership programs. They're signature programs. Under each of the signature programs, you're going to deliver value under the flag of leadership. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now let's go back to some placeholders. You said confidence. I believe in the first call you talked about you want to help people from the inside out. So I want you to answer that question. Forget about the leadership stuff right now. Well, don't tell me what you think, Angela. Tell me what you feel. Okay. Your TED Talk was about what? What did you talk about in your TED Talk?
Yeah.
That was your story, right?
Yeah, it was. So my TED Talk was about being who you are, like all of our unique gifts. What makes you special, or what makes you unique is what makes you special. We each have unique gifts and talents and strengths that we should bring out to the world that will help everyone. You know, we're not meant to be like anyone else.
Okay, so watch this. I heard 2 things. I want you to jot something down. You said unique. So one of your signature programs could potentially be called uniqueness-based leadership or unique-based leadership, because we all are wired. We are uniquely and specifically designed to do a specific purpose. When you understand what that is, your life is a whole lot better. And then you do your part to make everybody else's life better. I also want you to write down worldwide-based leadership. Because what you just told me is that you want me, your hope is that everyone shares their unique gift with the world. Is that what I heard you? Is that what I heard you say?
It is exactly what I said, because I've found when I've been vulnerable with other people, which was the opposite of what I've lived my whole life doing, that's when people were vulnerable with me. And I realized that, oh my God, like there's so many people suffering and hiding and masking and all of this sort of thing. And we're like,
oh, Angela,
no,
I got another one.
You've got to
Angela, I got another one. Write this down. Angela, write this down.
I got my pen.
Masquerade-based leadership.
Oof, that's a good one.
Good God, I'm just the best. I'm the best you've ever seen. Masquerade-based. Are you kidding me?
Masquerade-based. Oh my God, absolutely. I have had people from like massive corporate leadership, like top, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, and I'm like, what? Like, you're telling me that you felt different and you held yourself back, and they're like, yeah, I totally did. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. That's what made me go into the confidence coaching and we've got to be talking about this, because we're all masking ourselves and we're keeping ourselves small and all of this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe.
Let's do another one. You talk about playing it small.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, you got to forget about playing it small. So watch this, Angela. You got your potential 4th signature program. How about unapologetic-based leadership? Oh. Angela, this is why I get paid the big bucks.
So good.
So now let's recap. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Angela, what's our topic? What is the topic that's the most requested?
Leadership.
What does the conference coordinator want to book the most, Angela?
Leadership.
What are you going to be talking about, Angela?
Leadership.
Thank you. Now,
KTR, leadership.
Yes, my girl. I'm coming to France.
I love you so much. I love that you're like the kick-ass, like, let's just kick-ass do this. Oh, that's why seriously, I'm like, I come on these calls, it's like midnight to 2 a.m. I'm like, I need this kick in the ass. And
we're gonna be on the French Riviera.
We're gonna be absolutely.
We're going to be on the French Riviera. We're going to be drinking cafe, and we're going to be eating croissants. Don't even worry about it.
Absolutely.
All on me. Now listen, so let's recap all your signature programs right now, because we literally have all of them. You know that leadership now is not the topic. Leadership is the signature program. It is the program. It is the hour keynote speech. Leadership is the educational keynote for 2 hours. Leadership is the half-day program, 2 to 4 hours. Leadership is the full-day program, 4 to 8 hours. What they want to bring you in first as a leadership speaker, then they want you to come talk about your niche, your story, statistical data, and share your expertise. Now, let's go back to the top. I think the first one we had was confidence-based leadership. Was that correct?
Correct.
Okay, what was the second one that we had?
Worldwide based leadership.
Worldwide. My confidence is not local. I'm global. I'm worldwide. I want you to share your gifts with the world. What's the third one?
Sorry, I don't have it perfectly. It was masquerade
based leadership. All of it is
based leadership.
Okay, masquerade based leadership.
And the fourth was unapologetically you based leadership.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. No, you can just call it unapologetic based leadership. But I love that. Based leadership. If I had to put them in order, I'd put unapologetic based leadership first, masquerade based leadership number 2.
Okay.
Damn, it's hard. Worldwide number 3, and then confidence, the 4th one.
Okay, awesome.
Now, if you want to come up with some extras, come up with some extras. I'd rather have more than less.
Okay.
Now, let me help you out with one. Let me help you out with one bullet under the signature program, so you're going to understand how the bullets need to be written. Remember these 3 things when you're writing bullets.
Yes.
Make sure you give, this is to the conference coordinator, these world-class copywriting skills that I'm teaching you. It's not for you. It's for the conference coordinators. Remember, music to their ears. You got to speak to them in a language that they understand so you can get on their radar. So It should be 3 things. You should be helping their audience achieve all the key takeaway strategies. You should help their audience achieve their desired outcomes and their learning objectives. You got it?
Yes.
So, therefore, let me ask you a question. Angela, do not tell me what you think. I want you to tell me what you feel. I want you to go back to the pain, because let me ask you this before you answer the question. Do you have experience with worldwide based leadership?
Yes.
You got experience with confidence based leadership, masquerade based leadership?
100%.
There you go. So I want you to talk from your experiences. If you haven't been through it, don't talk about it. So which one do you want to go over first? You want to go over, what was that? Unapologetic based leadership. You want to do that one first?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Angela, in your opinion, what does it take to be unapologetic and live free? Not by other people's standards, but just do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, and how you want to do it. In your opinion, what is that? What does that look like?
Holy smokes.
Don't tell me what you think, Angela. Tell me what you feel. Tell me what you feel. Go back to some pain. Watch this. Go back to when you were apologizing for everything, for other people's mistakes, but you were taking a rap for it. Talk about when you weren't living as free. Talk about when you felt restricted and held back. Talk to me about what that looks like. And we're going to create a bullet out of that. Watch this.
Okay. It was always not feeling enough.
Keep going.
It was always feeling someone could be better. It was actually like doing the job for someone else, which really pisses me off, that I did so many times. So many times. Like I covered someone else's ass.
Yes.
And
made them look good, but they didn't give you no credit. Is that right?
Correct.
Keep talking.
Oh.
Tell me how pissed you are. We're gonna come up with a bullet out of that. Just give me a little bit more. I see the words coming together already. I almost got the whole sentence.
I'm tired of
I got it, Angela. Write this down. You ready?
yes.
Learn how to remove senseless limitations. Learn how to remove senseless limitations, comma. Shatter negative stereotypes. Let me know you got it.
Yes, I do.
And remove the shackles of doubt. And remove the shackles of doubt. Breaking free. Stepping into the new you.
Stepping into the new you. Holy crap. Yeah.
Now repeat that word sequence back slow to me, Angela, and let's just check it and make sure that that's indicative of what you want to say and that it matches unapologetic based leadership.
That is unapologetically stepping into the new you. Jesus. Hello.
Okay. Repeat that back to me, please.
Stepping into the new you, removing the shackles of limitations, doubts and limitations.
That's not the whole sentence. Repeat the whole sentence back. I want to make sure that it's real tight.
Learn how to remove senseless limitation, I think.
Yes, learn how to remove senseless limitations, comma.
Yep. Remove shackles of doubts and limitations, yes. Stepping into the new you.
Exactly. Now, how do you feel about that bullet? Does that describe?
Yeah, it's just like letting this, like all this stuff that I've done, all the ridiculousness that I've,
right,
done for other people and not for myself. And
exactly. Now watch this. And so you're required on the signature program page on the template. You're required to come up with 3 bullets under each of the signature program titles. So you're going to talk about that second bullet, what you just said. I've done all this stuff for other people, yet I didn't get any credit. All I want you to do is just get the idea out about how you feel. Don't overthink it, Angela. I want you to go back to the pain, because inside of that pain that you went through for yourself is healing properties in it for other people that's going to be sitting in your audience, just like it was when you had your hearing device put in and you had to overcome that struggle and you share that story through your TED Talk. Now we get ready to take this to a whole nother level. And I'm going to help you put it together.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. This is so helpful.
You're very welcome. Hey, follow the signature program template. And then have you already looked at module number, lesson 1 and module 1? Have you looked at that already?
I think so. Yes. Okay.
All right. Well, look, I need you to stop looking at videos and turn in the signature program and fill out the bio template.
Okay. I will do. Yes.
No problem. Talk to you real soon.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Love you much. You hang in there, okay? Keep your head up and stay focused. It's all coming together. Starts with today.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
You're very welcome. Anytime. Okay, let me see. Tina Marie said it's the Ross Q&A. Angela, Tina Marie says you're amazing. You're getting all kinds of chat. You're getting all kinds of support through the comments.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
Tacy said it too. She said, "Oh my God, thanks for helping Angela because it's helping me." Yeah, Angela said that they could hear the frustration just being released in your voice as we were going through that process right there. And that's 100%. What you gotta do.
Yes, 100%.
You gotta go through it, and like all those frustrations that we've been through in the past. And I've cried my fair share. Alex, I see your hand up. I'll be right with you, boss. I've been through my fair share of it, Angela, and you've got to not feel ashamed or guilty or anything. Like, this is your opportunity to take this to a whole nother level. This is why I do what I do for a living, because I know how to bring it out of you just like I just did. And I'm going to help you refine the message. I don't care how many times that we go back and forth. I am going to help you refine the message. This is why we got lifetime access, lifetime membership benefits, 24-hour accessibility through your smartphone, desktop, laptop, mobile device, 24-hour technical and soft skill support. We do a group Q&A call where you get your questions answered. There's no other platform like this on planet Earth. And we are so, so blessed to have you on it, Angela, as well as the rest of them.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, all of you. Thank you so much. You're awesome.
This is only the beginning. Please finish my homework assignment, Angela.
Yeah, I got it all. I've got it all here. So
I need it. And listen, it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't care. Just get the ideas out and send it over to me so I can help take it to a whole nother level. Okay.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so
All
much.
right. You're very welcome. Okay, let me see. Who else is putting something else? Ha! My boy Wayne. Yes, coach. Conversation is shine light on why we must do this. That's right. We all got a purpose, brother. Okay, my man Alex has his, let me see. Let me go to Alex. And man, Alex, I'm gonna be right with you, brother. Just give me a second. For this, Alex. I gotta mute Angela. Alex. Okay, Alex. Alex, boom. You're back, boss. Talk to me.
Hey, thank you for your time earlier today. So a lot of the speaker toolkit got finished. So like I said, Trevor's working on the testimonials. I sent him a list of the high profile people. And if you remember the quotes and the photos and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
The question I have for you is regarding the client list. So, in the past, Trevor's spoken at, conferences and summits and stuff like that. And I just want to know what kind of information, basically it's like contact information and when and who's the contact there, right? And when they contacted. So I probably have to talk to Woody about that. But I'm just trying to think if there's any specific information in regards to the client list for the speaker toolkit.
Yes. More important are the logos. Get the name of the company that he serviced, grab the logo with a transparent background and put that inside the speaker info kit. He should have one page with nothing but logos on it.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff he's done for the US government, put every last logo on there, and a bunch of the other stuff that he does, whatever association it was, get the logo. Now, another thing, what makes the speaker info kit a really nice touch on it is when you put a thumbnail of the person's picture, you put the current company that they work for right now, you put the logo in there, and then you put the quote under it. Man, it looks awesome.
Okay. And then for the quote to go with the logo, do I have to put the name of the person? So for example, like one of the most popular quotes that he uses is from like the Washington Post, for example. But usually there's a person that, that types the article or writes the article or whatever. But I'm thinking like on the company side, there's usually like the CEO or something that has the quote. But if that's not available, would that be like just the company and then the quote underneath? Or do you
yes, you could generalize it like that if it wasn't if it was from a reputable source like the Washington Post, Huffington Post, or whoever it is. Absolutely, all of the there's a lot of different ways to utilize a quote. sometimes a person, remember when we were talking a little bit earlier, and Trevor said he had the quote from Nelson Mandela. Yeah. Obviously, Mr. Mandela's passed away, and it wasn't like a direct quote, but it was something that was said about Trevor, about an emotion of he shit. So that's still something positive that was said about him. Yeah. Dan Rather gave me an indirect quote like that. Dan Rather is probably like besides Walter Cronkite, which obviously Mr. Cronkite passed away a long time ago, but Dan Rather's got to be the first or second biggest news broadcaster, definitely in the 20th century, covering the Vietnam War and everything he did. So when I was introducing him, hey, this is Kevin T. Robertson. I'm here at the Awards Dream Gala Night of Hope here in Washington, D.C., and I have here with me on the set, the one and only, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dan Rather. Now, I messed the intro up, so we had to reset. Well, Mr. Rather's a professional. So when I reset it and I went into the second introduction, when my when my camera guy counted me down, as soon as I stopped and turned to him and shook his hand, I say, Mr. Rather, good evening to you. He said, I could use some motivation. Lay it on me. Now, that little sound bite right there, I have that in my press materials. And then he also told me about a little card that he had in his pocket when I asked him about goals. He said he said when he was a younger man, he kept this little card for goals in his pocket. And he said that was like a navigational star. And I was able to turn that, all of what my experience with him, I was able to turn that into an indirect and a direct quote. So it's all kinds of ways to get the quote. And another way to get the quote, if he has a higher profile person that he has to double back on, you can create the quote for them and then call them up and say, hey, listen, do we have your permission to use this? Is this something you would say about Trevor? And you email it to them and they say, hey, sure, fine. And then put their picture to it and put their logo on there and boom, you're done.
Okay. That makes tons of sense. I can easily
but
do
keep
that.
but keep it. This is the reason why you're doing the event. You always get pictures with the conference coordinator. I build 3 testimonials and 3 referrals into the speaking engagement agreement. They have to give me that before I even get on the plane. See, that's just a strategy. You got it?
Yeah, that makes total sense. Appreciate that. Thanks.
No problem. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Everything else is pretty set. I'm waiting on Trevor to finish the rest of it. So and I'll be able to share it with you hopefully by Friday.
Cool. I love it. You guys are amazing. Keep that machine going, Alex. Stay on the gas, brother. This is a very critical stage that a lot of the students hit a brick wall because this is one of the most difficult parts on the Speaker Focus platform is to wrap up that speaker video demo and to finish the speaker info kit because it's a lot of details to go into it. And but when it's done right, oh my God, you talk about a value that's going to last a lifetime. And the conference coordinator absolutely loves it when speakers prepare themselves like that because they got everything they need to find out about Trevor is going to be in one central location. And that is the website. That's the speaker video demo. And right under that is going to be the downloadable speaker info kit. They don't need to go anywhere else. They might not even click on any other link on your website. And they're going to get everything they need to know right there. And they're going to say, you know what? This guy is absolutely amazing. We need to call Alex and find out what it's going to take to be able to get him to come speak at our event. And that's what we're pushing for. We're pushing for you to say less words and for him to make more money. And that's what we're all about as Speaker Focus. Anybody else? Oh, yeah. Yep, Alex, you're right. When it's done right, it saves so much time. Conference coordinator loves it when things are prepared. He's right. Remember, Alex used to be a conference coordinator. He knows what it's like. I mean, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how many ways to say it. We got them all on the Speaker Focus platform. High profile, high net worth athletes, celebrities, entertainers, Super Bowl champions, TEDx speakers. We got them all on our platform. From soccer moms to business executives, health and fitness, weightlifting champions. I mean, I can go on and on and on. When you show value to your clients, it is undeniable. We're teaching people how to build speaking juggernauts. You got to get the sales tools done the right way. You got to get through that pain. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it hurts. I know it feels like somebody, Alex got another break. Okay. Coordinators don't have time to look for those materials as well and not waiting for those items. Yeah, you hear that? Alex used to be a coordinator, ladies and gentlemen. He said the coordinators don't have time. They don't want to waste time trying to look for all of your sales tools. That's why you got to put it all in one central location. And that location that you control, by the way, you control the narrative through your website. All the messaging, all the sales tools, the speaker video demo, and everything else. When it's done right, it's unstoppable. That's why I get $50K for our keynote speech. That's why I get paid the big bucks. He also said, see, everybody's always willing to share. This is what I love about our community. Everybody's willing to share their expertise. Okay? Alex says shared from experience, going through that process to coordinate a DMI summit for a graphics conference. So he had to, and remember, conference coordinators are in the top 5 when it comes to stress. All you do when you're not organized and you're not ready or you act like a prima donna, or you don't try to work with them, all you do is piss them off and take yourself out of contention for the speaking engagement, because they would much rather work with a speaker. Number one, if you're working with conference coordinators, you've got to create partnerships with the conference coordinator. You have got to create partnerships. I've seen so many speakers talk themselves out of a booking because they want to, they say they have to fly first class. Now, ho. You can't go and demand in first class just because you think you're going to get it. You got to be flexible. You got to be open. It's times when I've flown first class and it's times I've roll coach. No problem. As long as you give me the window seat, then I'm good, right? And I like to sit in the middle of the plane. You know what's the best row to sit in is actually the exit row. If in the exit row, I got a speaker friend of mine. He's like super tall, so he likes the exit row because there's no seats in front of him, and he always gets the exit row. He likes the seat right there by the aisle. Me, I like the window seat because I'm not for like going back and forth, going to the bathroom stuff. I'm typically trying to go to sleep when I first get on the plane. I want my blankie and I want my pillow, and I got my head on I pull the window down. If you want to get some sunlight when you're on the flight with me in the beginning on the long flight, you can forget it because the boom is coming down. I control the window. I control the window seat. That's mine. Oh man, this is a fun business when you get it going in the right direction. This is fun. Okay, let me see. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. The authenticity on both sides, it works both ways. Thank you so much for sharing the information, and thanks for your authenticity as well. Like you mentioned in the modules, listen first to the coordinator's pains and then grow from there and then provide solutions. That's all we're teaching you on the platform, is that every single thing in your marketing materials has got to be a solution for the conference coordinator. So let me get back to some of this ridiculousness that I see with speakers that they do sometimes. I think I still got maybe Alex. I need to hit the mute. Okay, Alex, I hit the mute again. Let me see. I just need to make sure nobody else has their hand up right now. No. All right. So remember this. I've seen speakers piss off the conference coordinator because they want to try to be too demanding. They don't want to have flexibility. They're trying to be difficult when they get on site. You've got to be willing to do whatever you can do to help that conference coordinator have a stellar event. Because 9 times out of 10, you are not going to be the only one speaking. Now, when you do a lot of on-site trainings, yeah, sometimes they're only going to have one trainer on site or one speaker on site, one person doing facilitation or executive coaching or whatever the case is. But when you're speaking at a conference, when you're speaking at a bigger event, local events, 1 to 5 speakers. Sometimes depends on if you're at it depends on the size of the audience, or if you're speaking at it could be a big local event. But local events typically, they kind of small. When you get on the regional level, sometimes you can have anywhere from 10 to 25 speakers at one conference, doing breakout sessions, track sessions, opening plenary keynote, lunch keynote, the awards banquet ceremony keynote, and any other group activity that you may do. They may have a retreat, or they may have an off-site strategic work session that they want to do. There's all kinds of ways. But when you do the national conference, man, you may be one of 25, 35 speakers at one conference. I'm trying to tell you, I just did a spousal online South Africa. I was one of 72 speakers. Now that's a global event. But the biggest one I did, boots on the ground, was the International Association of Venue Managers Conference back in 2011. I was one of 55 speakers at one conference. Okay, so these things are huge. So you're not going to be the only one. You may not be the big speaker on the ticket, so don't be into your feelings, and don't start tripping with some ego stuff, because you will not be asked to come back to speak. Conference coordinators remember this stuff. You piss them off, you can forget it. You're not getting another dime of their money. But when you do it right, this is the reason why HUD hired me over and over again back in the day for their leadership graduation academy ceremonies. They just keep asking me to come back and back. And then somebody from FEMA was in the audience. I remember when I did FEMA, It was other people from FEMA, because I've done all the government agencies before. They were loving me because they said, wow, that guy's good, right? And typically in the government contracting market, the training is shaky at best. They don't really want the best training. They just want a warm body to service it. That's why they try to pay you a low amount of money. See, when you get in the corporate and association market, they got a real budget. I'm talking about the spreads at some of these events that I've spoken at over the years. I mean, my God, it looks like the king and queen have showed up, because it's just, I mean, I'm talking about the jumbo shrimp is like this big, laying, I mean, just ridiculous amount of food, open bar. I mean, these things are highly produced. Stage lighting, every speaker that's coming on stage, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And if you're going to take those kind of stages, you need to make your marketing materials and your presentation a big deal. I'm trying to tell you, what you people don't understand on here is that in your mind right now, you're sitting there thinking, well, I might not have a celebrity brand. Well, a lot of my higher profile clients, they do have a celebrity brand. See, people are so humble that they don't look at themselves like a celebrity. Okay, what do you think? Celebrity is what? They're special, what, they make more money? Well, no, it's a brand. Celebrity is brand. All of you have a brand. So in your own right, you do have a celebrity brand. Now, when you make your marketing materials fire, you automatically go from, watch this. This is where all the celebrities are up here, because they got visibility. They've been in movies. They making money. They run businesses. They do whatever. But your speaker business is down here. But when you got the right kind of marketing materials, it brings you up on the celebrities level automatically. And then you'll be taking the stage with them, and you'll be booking speaking engagements. See, it ain't nothing for me to be on stage with a Les Brown. I remember before I took the stage with top talent like that, I was like, damn, how am I ever going to be able to book an engagement with them? I got some stuff coming up I'm not at liberty to say right now, but I'm telling you right now, the type of speaker that I am and that I'm turning myself into, you don't even understand what's getting ready to happen. And I did all that by taking one step to say, yes, this is what I want to do. I responded to the calling, but then I had to get good at marketing, because nobody's born with marketing talent. Nobody's born with marketing skills. You got to get good at this stuff. And if this should be your primary focus, push through the marketing pain and get on the other side of all of the sales tools and building your business, so you can get out in the marketplace and you can start actively talking to conference coordinators every single day. Because what you're going to start seeing is that the responses, that the value that you have in your messaging is going to help them do their job better. See, but yet everybody's posting on social media talking about how fantastic they are. You should be talking to your target audience and talk about how you can help them in every single word that you post. This ain't about just taking selfies. You better understand that the majority of people do it wrong. They manage their social media the wrong way. They don't provide any value, and they do a lot of begging. Please do not put your website on your social media. Do not put your email address and your telephone number and say, hire me to speak. Such and such is available to speak at conferences. Forget about that shit. That's what everybody's doing. And all you're going to do is be making a bunch of noise like everybody else on social media. That's why your posts aren't getting any attention. What are you mad about? You're not getting enough likes? It ain't about likes. It's about you setting up the marketing machine in module number 5, and you attracting these conference coordinators with predictability and consistency, and then learn how to manage the conference coordinator, managing the sales cycle, which we talked to you about. It's all about next being able to put the conference coordinator in a difficult position to tell you no. Well, if your sales tools are horrible and your messaging is horrible, they're going to slap you around and play kick the can with you like they did for me for the first 7 years of my career. Is that what you want? Let me ask you a question. Let me get up real close. You got 7 years to waste? Because you don't want to listen to the world's #1 speaker coach. I suggest you smarten up and just get through it. You're not the only one that's uncomfortable here. I'm very uncomfortable right now. But you know what? I got this feeling in my stomach. What next level looks like for my goals. I don't know what your goals are. Well, actually, I do know what a lot of your goals are, because a lot of you tell me. And I'm going to help you achieve those goals. But I know every single goal that's in my head, because I got every last one of them written down. Your goals become more powerful when you write them down. Words evaporate. Text creates permanency because your subconscious mind doesn't have anything to attach itself to if you don't have a vision board. I can remember when I first started reading my first book on the power. It was called Powers of the Subconscious Mind. It was about, attracting the things into your life that you want. And it talked about the power of I am statements. I can remember it like it was yesterday. One of the things I wrote down because I wanted to do this business so bad. I remember what I wrote down. It said, I had it up on my wall. I bought some big ass poster board and I wrote it by hand all the way across. The first thing that was up there, I had a bunch of other stuff, but the first thing that was up there was the most important to me. Kevin T. Robertson, am, and I put am in, I capitalized, I put it in bold, and I went over with a big marker, and I put am a professional speaker who travels the world and abroad doing 100+ tour days each and every year. You think it happens by accident? 2007, I did 152 tour days internationally. I was everywhere. I was in France, Denmark, Copenhagen, Amsterdam, Italy. I was all over the world. All I did was say yes to the first engagement back in the day, and I kept following the path. You've taken the steps. Now you got to get in it. You got to get down in that slime pit. You got to get grimy with it. You got to get down in there just like you're in a pig pen and it's all sloppy and dirty and mud. You don't want to be in there, right? Oh, it's dirty. Oh, I got some brand new sneakers on. I don't want to jump in there with the pigs. Guess what? You need to jump down there and get dirty with it. I'm telling you right now. That's what you got to do. You'll get another bath. You'll get a chance to clean yourself up, but not right now. When the work is going on, you got to jump your ass in that foxhole, put on a full metal jacket put on your metal helmet. You know why the Army has helmets that repel shrapnel? Because you're going to get hit. You're going to get fired at. You're going to go through war. I told you this is warfare. What you think we're in right now? We're in a pandemic. Put your full metal jacket on and get ready to dodge some bullets. Because the powers that be are going to come against you. And I ain't talking about no overthrow the government, no conspiracy theories. Forget about that. How about people right there in your family? They're gonna be the ones coming at you the hardest. The friends, the scumbags, slime buckets that you have in your life right now who don't have anything positive to say to you whatsoever, you've got to get rid of them. Anything that's a negative opposition that does not support your goals or uplift your dream, it's got to go. I don't give a damn who it is. It could be my mama. Mom, you want to talk negative today? Okay, can't talk to you right now. Friend that is mad because now I just upgraded my profile and I got a beautiful white background and KTR told me to take some pictures. Now I'm looking extra sexy on my business shit. So you're mad because I've upgraded my social media profile? Why? Why? Because you're sharing a bunch of bullshit every single day, and then my profile is professional. So you think you're gonna come on my page and comment with some ignorant comments, taking the quality of my page down? I'm going somewhere with this. And here's the sad part about it. A lot of people, they're not going to be able to go where you're going. So you might as well get rid of them right now because they're not going to go there. Loyalty has an expiration date. Don't you know that? And some people, they're loyal until it doesn't serve their needs no more. And that's just how it works. Okay, Tasty's got I got some questions in the comment now. I'm not sure if you covered this. Okay, I have a business name, logo, business emails, and website that I have for years. I wanted to completely rebrand. Should I delete what I have now? Right now, even the business name? No, I'd say if you had a business name that supports your speaker goals, Tasty, then you should keep that. If you have a website, a business name, a branded email address, not a such and such at gmail.com, but your email address from your signature website. And if the brand supports your speaker business, then you can keep what you have. If it doesn't, you may need to just get all new names. Like I was telling Galena a little bit early in the conversation, and Galena represents her husband, 3-time Super Bowl champion David Patton, excellent leadership speaker, tenacity-based leadership. David is, I'm talking about just real sharp. So just like how I told her about all her social media handles need to match up and be the same, you got to do the same thing for your business name as well. Your website, your business name, all your social media has to make sense if you want people to be able to locate you and find you online. Brian, I think this may be Brian Rehorn. When you can, will or can you tell us so we can hopefully watch the video of your performance so we can continue to learn? Oh, absolutely. Man, I got stuff coming. Yeah. Angela said respond to the call. Man, absolutely. Listen, Brian, you know, you speakers aren't the only ones who are doing rebranding and working on speaker video demo. And I got a whole bunch of stuff coming that I'm going to drop on you over the next 30 to 60 days. All I can say is keep watching. And I definitely appreciate your support. I'm here. I feel all of your support when you send me messages, and I'm definitely here to keep providing service to you. You know, service is not something that I look to get credit for. You're not supposed to get credit when you're providing service to other people. Your life isn't yours. Your life, we're all vessels of service. I'm here to walk in my gift and serve other people in the best capacity that I know how. Now, you got to understand what you see is what you get with me, because, you know, I'm not here to make it sound pretty, because it's not. Because I've been through what you're getting ready to go through, and I'm fighting a battle every single day. But I'd be damned if I'm gonna let anybody tell me who I can be or what I can be. Nothing in this world is gonna fracture my confidence, because I don't give a damn whether or not you support me or not, because I'm my biggest fan, and I got enough people that matter in my life that count, right? They give me the kind of support if you need it. See, we're looking for too much outside adulation. You forget about that. Most of the people in every one of your spaces in your industry, most of them are gonna figure out a way to hate you, especially if you do it. A lot of you do it at the top of your game. So you can forget about these speakers being your buddy. You can forget about these speakers being your friend. I done told you that from the beginning. You got to watch speakers, because they'll cozy up on you and try to steal your marketing strategies, right? At the same time, they got a knife ready to stab you in the back. Don't look for other speakers to help you get to a whole nother level. Just don't do it. You know, stop thinking everybody's gonna oh, KTR, he's so helpful, he's so nice to me, or he's always so giving on the group call. He responds. Him and Austin are always there for me. They're my brothers. Forget about that, because it really doesn't exist. You better smarten up. You better watch out for yourself, especially for all of my female coaching students as you're on tour and you go on the road. That's why I always recommend you say hotel, airfare, business class accommodations for 2. If you can take somebody else with you, take somebody else with you. I refuse to go out the country by myself. I never have, I never will. It's too many things that can go wrong. Watch who you having a drink with when you go out. Watch who you try to network with when you go out. When you're out on tour by yourself, you always got to be watching out for you. It's better to have somebody else watch it out, right? I already know when we start doing live events, it's gonna get crazy. Branding and imaging is going to a whole nother level with Speaker Focus and KTR. But don't worry, I'll be ready and prepared for it. That's what security is for, right? There ain't nothing new. Don't be afraid what next level looks like. How bad do you want it? Because you just can't say you want all the good stuff. You don't have no idea what kind of bad shit that comes along with all that good. You want to run a multi-million-dollar sales funnel like me and Austin? Okay, no problem. You ready what comes along on the other side with that? Oh, I have that conversation with you. You want to start building a brand and an image? Okay. And what comes along with that is your DM start blowing up with stupid shit. If you ever get a chance, go to Lionel Richie's interview when they did I think it was a Lionel Richie was on MTV. What was that called? No, it wasn't Unsung. Unsung comes on VH1. I'm sorry, no, that comes on TV1. They did one of those like documentary series things on Lionel Richie. I think it was on maybe MTV or something like that. VH1. Behind the Music. That's what they call it. VH1 Behind the Music with Lionel Richie. This is what Lionel Richie said. I never forget this quote he said. He said, okay, you want women? Okay, you have all the women you want. You want money? No problem. You got all the money you want now. You want houses? You want cars? You want to travel all over the world? You want jewelry? Anything you can ask for when you start becoming successful, you're going to get it. But then Lionel said some coldest shit I ever heard in my life. He said, yeah, you're going to get all that. But can you handle it? That's the key. And as you're talking about trying to be somebody else, oh, see, they try to pull that shit on me when I was real early in my career. Oh, yeah, Kevin T. Robertson, he's the next Les Brown. What? I'm trying to be the best Kevin T. Robertson. But see, it was at one point when I was lost, I was chasing behind Les and a whole bunch of these other speakers. And then they became my colleagues. When you start looking at people you can't look at a person as your colleague unless you understand what your value is. Other than that, you're going to be looking up to them, trying to run around kissing their ass the whole time, and you ain't going to get no respect. Speakers are not your friends. And I don't give a damn if when they sit down at the conference table with you or they sit down at the awards banquet, hey, Kevin, come on over, sit at our table. Yeah, I already know what this is. What you want to do? You want me to sit down at your table so you can understand how fucking fascinating my marketing is? And then so you can you want me to teach it to you for free. It's okay. That's why I started a coaching program, because I got tired of giving away information for free. Don't let people suck the life's blood out of you. Angela, I love it. Angela said, don't be afraid of what next level looks like. Don't do it. Brian said, my mother always said, when you're good, people will not like you. It's just how it works. Oh, Angela, thank you. You're very welcome. If anybody doesn't have any more questions, I'm going to be wrapping up this call. Listen, this is why we do what we do on the platform. We do it at a high level, and we're teaching you how to do it at a high level. Now, every day that goes by, you should be thinking about what it takes to make your speaker business grow. So, on behalf of the dynamic staff that we hear and forever growing team at speakerfocus.com, and the best business partner you could have in the entire planet, Auston Troyer, CTO of Speaker Focus. I'm proud to be CEO of Speaker Focus on the world's #1 platform for speaker marketing. And we're going to keep bringing it to you live and direct. And I'm going to keep bringing the pain. And I'm going to keep going through the sacrifices with you. I'm going to keep improving the platform, all to be of service to you. Because at the end of the day, and anybody that knows me can tell you, that's all I care about. I just want other people to know what that feeling of freedom feels like. I just want you to know what fulfillment looks like. I want you to know what it's like to don't give a shit about anybody else's opinions about you defining your level of self-esteem. Who's going to stop me from accomplishing what I want to accomplish is what you should be telling yourself every single day, and get a vision board full of some I am statements and watch how you go out there and start crushing shit. I'll see you next Monday.